Okay, so as you can see, I'm out in the woods. I know Nancy was interested in seeing how maples being tapped is done. Up until a few days ago, I had absolutely zilcho experience doing this. I really didn't know what a maple tree looked like unless it had leaves on. I'm still kind of confused, but I think I'm getting better at it. One clue I've been using is looking at like the base of the tree. And if there is a lot of maple leaves, I think that kind of gives me some indication that maybe this is a maple tree. The dark bark. Now, when I first read, of course, they want you to do healthy trees. It's some kind of hard to tell for sure how healthy they are. I mean, obviously, in the last year, they had to produce some leaves. So there are several in this area, which is kind of a ways out. Yesterday I walked everywhere. Today I brought the ranger out because I'm a little higher. And then I start wandering around out here. I kind of worry that maybe I will get lost. A couple years ago, I tried to go mushroom hunting out here, and luckily I saw Kite and Nathan's house, and I came out there and found my way back home. So having the ranger somewhat nearby gives me a little bit of sense that I'm where I'm supposed to be. Okay, so we might as well get started on tapping. Now, like I said, I just picked this tree because I don't know. It's cold right now. I mean, it's not cold. It's like 36. There's somebody out there. Hey, somebody. Oh, there's a couple somebodies. I picked this tree, or what am I saying? Okay, so one of the things I read is that you probably want to tap your trees by 10 o'clock because then as it warms up, I mean, they definitely run more when it's warm. I came out at 7 this morning and collected my buckets, and there was ice in the buckets. So, oh, that's not here. Maybe if I go ahead above, then my chin doesn't look so chubby. So it's like 36 degrees right now, so I don't know if it'll instantly start running, and some of them aren't running at all. I picked 2 trees yesterday that are like, I'm calling them my money trees. They are doing pretty good. So there's different kinds. They're called spills. S-P-I-L-E-S, the thing you tap the tree with. And no, it's not very hard. They're not very expensive. I got them in L&M. There's plastic ones, there's metal ones. I have metal ones. I have 2 different types. Hi, Roxanne. And one has a hook on them, the other doesn't, so we kind of made our own hook. So let's get started. So first of all, you need, let's see, for this, you need a drill, and I think most of them say 7/16 inch bit. And a hammer, and then a bucket. And I'm running out of buckets. Okay, so let's see if I can set this somewhere where you can actually watch. Now they say, you want to go, it's hard to see where I'm aiming, you guys. I think they said between 2 and 4 feet on a healthy tree, whether this is a healthy tree or not. And I'm finding that if I go lower, I can't tell if you can see that. Let me see. Looks like you can. Okay. And kind of at an angle, but not much of an angle. So you just drill into the tree. Apparently, maple trees are somebody should teach me how to use a drill. You want to go like an inch to, I don't know, you just kind of go. And then I'm kind of spreading it out so it's easier to get the thing in. I like the spills I bought yesterday. They're a little bit easier. Those are the ones that have the hook on them. So anyhow, that's probably a good enough hole. Take my hammer and my spill. And I was confused. This is the outward end. I would have thought that was the outward end, but luckily my husband knew because he's the one who there's a little bit of sap running. That's good. My hands got sappy. You just tap it in there. You don't have to tap it in real hard, which is good because and kind of at an angle, but not a big angle. Because actually, I guess the sap comes from the root. I didn't know that. The things we learn when we get obsessed with something. Okay, so I have my ice cream bucket, and then we're just doing that. I'm going to lose sap if I don't get my bucket up here. This is how Mick and I came up with this plan for the ones that don't have. I think I was saying that they say that it doesn't hurt the trees, that they're a magnificent thing, and they heal themselves. So, can you see there is already sap running? which is kind of fun. So this is a good tree. I picked a good tree. I'm going to do one more. I think we'll do that tree over there. See, the black bark is a telltale sign. I don't know. I know there's lots of different maple trees. I think this is probably a black maple tree. There's the sugar maple, but they all produce syrup. There's a red maple. We have one by the pole barn, which is convenient, but it hasn't started producing anything yet. But apparently that is the maple leaf that you see on the Canadian flag. So I'm going to leave that bucket there for another week. I was worried that I was too late because I was reading a bunch of people were really getting tons of it. But I talked to my niece in Illinois. I think it was yesterday, and she said their neighbor, or her parents' neighbor, Denny, he was boiling down like 53 gallons, and they're a lot warmer in central Illinois than we are. So if they're still collecting, I'm not terribly worried that I'm still at the beginning of this. I am a little concerned if it rains on Wednesday, what I'm supposed to do, because I can't cover this, but I guess I'll read up on that. Okay, let's go over to this other tree. I wish I had a different spile or spill. I'm going to let you guys look at the tree or look at nature instead of me. I have my other bucket down there. That's my collecting bucket. I felt confident this morning and stuck a gallon bucket in there, or not a gallon, like I don't know, an L&M big bucket in the Ranger. But so that must be like a 5-gallon bucket. I didn't get that much. A lot of it was frozen. Okay, so this tree is our next tree. See, there's another one that's probably, there's several out in this area. Years ago when I worked at Community Ed. See, that's, oh, is that the one I just tapped? That's the problem. Oh, no, that one is probably, but he doesn't look real great. Anyhow, when I worked in Community Ed, Dave Free said when he was younger, he used to come out here and tap maples, and I don't know why it took me 26 years of living here to do this, because it's fun. You know, I like those fun things. Okay, Chrissy said it didn't matter if you were in the sunshine or not. And this is our neighbor's road. Hopefully they don't care that I'm out here, but nobody else has a bucket. So hopefully if they get angry, they can get some maple syrup. Oh, it takes 40 gallons to make 1 gallon. Right now I've got a little over 1 gallon. So, but they say you can keep it in the refrigerator for 7 days. So whatever I have by the end of this week is going to be stuck on the turkey fryer and boiled down, and we'll see what we get. Okay, let's do the second one, and hopefully, let's see. There's my tree. What am I showing you? I can't tell what I'm showing you. Oh, there. Yeah, it's kind of a cluster, isn't it? Okay, we're going to go, I don't know, I'm guessing a little over 2 feet. There's a hole right there. Huh, I wonder if that was somebody else tapping at one time. Maybe I'll scoot over here. I mean, it couldn't be recent. Apparently that hole didn't. Oh, there's another one. Huh. Interesting. Okay, well, let's go. No, drill's in the wrong way. I don't know if you're seeing this. Boy, this is a toughie. My money trees yesterday were really easy. Am I even doing this right? Maybe my bit might be getting jolted. I always end up getting a lot of junk, and so I've tried to start moving my buckets away from where I'm doing this so that I don't get it too. Okay, my leg is getting totally wet. All right, that end again. I don't know what you're seeing. Hopefully nothing embarrassing. Okay. That doesn't look like it's going to move. And we used twist ties the very first day. I don't like the twist ties. They're kind of harder on me to get to work, but as long as we get our bucket in there. And this one hasn't started running yet. Okay, well, that's my lesson in tapping maple trees. Maybe I'll go see if my money trees are producing. Like I said, I just emptied them 3 hours, 2.5 hours ago. It's a lot of fun. It's not very expensive, but apparently it's a lot of work to collect enough to make some maple syrup. But look how pretty it is. And it's gotten me outside by 7 o'clock the last couple mornings, which is good because it's been beautiful. And we'll have to figure out what we're going to do if it rains on Wednesday. Tomorrow's another good day, so let's see if our... oh, yeah. Oh, look at... Okay. That's running. Woohoo! Allison, tapping maple trees in your pearls. Well, of course. And I have my Paul Bunyan flannel on, too. Because, you know, that's what you do. It isn't really a messy job other than my knees keep getting wet. It'll be interesting. They say when you boil down the syrup, the reason people do it outside is because it takes a lot. I mean, if you get a gallon out of 40 gallons of sap, and then their houses get all become a mess. Here, let's walk back over because I have to get my container anyhow. And look at the first one we tapped, if I can remember where the heck it is. Must be over here. Yeah, this is how we get lost in the woods. But you guys all know, and I can't believe that I'm actually getting reception way out here. Years ago, the kids were riding on that, that's getting a little bit, on that trail back there, and they lost their cell phone. And of course, it was orange because they were panthers, and it was fall, and somehow or another, Mom actually found it, which was kind of a miracle. Okay, well, I'm going to go back to find the ranger, and I'll look and see if those honey trees are producing, and I'll show you that. But see, here's my clues. There's got to be maples here, but they say you can actually tap all kinds of trees. Paper birch. This one I did earlier. It's not producing yet. It might have to be moved. But I'm going to give them all at least a day before I move them. Okay. I'm leaving you guys now. So, hope you have a good Monday. Get out, enjoy some wonderful weather. Stomp around in yours or your neighbor's property tapping trees. L&M has everything you need. And if you have ice cream buckets, I might be able to use a few more. Thanks. Bye-bye.